Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, well, we're on some JJK Phantom Parade, and just gonna quickly throw that out there now. I've just been trying to do the extreme versions, you know, being all free to play and all, and god damn, I wasn't expecting to waste a lot of resources in terms of having to build up characters like Momo, Yuki, which are good, and actually, it's not a bad thing, the fact that I put resources into them. You know, I pushed up GOJO, surpassed him even more. He's at 107 now, so like, yeah, the event is tough. I'm not going to deny it. The event is tough, but I just kind of wanted to see if I can, well, first things first, do it. Also, yeah, as I've said before, if you did apply that specific card I'd spoken about in order to get the, what was it, the secret title? Where is it? Where is the secret title? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's the one. It's stuffy with clothes on. Okay, well that's okay. We're not gonna bother with that. Alrighty, so just before I play the video, so you guys can see what I managed to how I managed to accomplish it. Of course, it's still difficult. Even with this team, I just barely managed to do it. So this is the team that we're taking. So just kind of break it down. GOJO is gonna be the main nuker. It's as simple as that. I mean, to be honest, going about doing it without GOJO, I really don't know. Because you're essentially nuking. That's the premise of getting it done when it comes to it being on the extreme level, if I'm being honest. So it is limited on how you can actually go about doing it, unless for whatever reason you have god tier RNG luck to where you can keep stunning, keep absorbing, buffing up. I mean, if you're that lucky, then Jesus Christ, go play the lottery, right? It's as simple as that. But for the most part, yeah, it is GOJO that's going to be pretty much nuking. Now, this is why I say it's difficult. It's because obviously not everyone's going to have access to the whole Megami GOJO combination. Megami is by far Global's booster. In terms of his incomplete domain expansion, there we go. Yeah, this man does truly help you out in terms of the amount of damage boosting you can get. So that's kind of what the prime reason why I take him, and plus you can get the physical drop, you can get the defense drop by like 90% once he's in that domain expansion or incomplete domain expansion ultimate. So like even after the ultimate's popped off, he can furthermore debuff the enemy for GOJO to really set him up to do more damage, of course. So that's kind of why he's there. I mean, you can, I guess the alternative plays, I mean, Momo's in the back right there, you can throw her in. If you've got any other support coming on, then you can. I know some people might resort to Nanami. I guess you can, just be wary that he might die. That's the only issue. Just try and, if you can, bulk him up. Maybe bring in a support card that can give him some form of defense so that he can absorb more damage, because that's what you're going to need. Yuki's right there for one reason and one reason only: tank for the whole team. Make sure to level up his second skill. You guys will see. And the specific memory card that I've got for him, it's the free-to-play one that you can get through the boss event. If I can remember correctly, this will let him absorb more damage, and he has it so that the whole team can absorb an extra 9% on top of what his skill is letting you to absorb in terms of Jujutsu damage. So it's just giving the whole team more buffs, basically, more defense. There you go. And then Yaga, I mean, there's no explaining. You know, I mean, that's kind of like, given on what we're using him for, support. Obviously with the memory card, it's more to do with the ultimate, so that way we can help out an ultimate chase. Megami's also got the skill card that can help him ultimate chase. Momo, I'm just taking that for damage. I mean, yeah, I would say give Momo some damage, so that way she can help out in some way whilst supporting and hindering the enemy and supporting the team. Give her some form of damage, because you're gonna, well, I'm gonna need her to help me out in the damage department. You guys will see in just a second. So I'll play the video now, and I'll give you guys a little bit of a rundown on how I managed to go about doing it. Alright, let's do this. So, you really want to target Aso, of course, because he has the most health. Occasionally you don't really need to worry about, you can quite easily nuke him with GOJO when you have all this set up. But I will say do some chip damage with Megami's ultimate. So right now, as you guys can see, for the first turn, we're saving the cursed energy for Yaga. When it comes to Yuki, you're always using this the skill 2. And then of course with Megami, if your skill 3 is at the ready, shoot that off. If not, then use skill 1. And then obviously first turn debuff Aso first, and then you can use your first skill, because you're going to be able to do more physical damage from the debuff that he has currently right on because of Megami, of course. So right now we're just gonna do a little bit of buffing for the second wave. But yeah, as you guys see, Yuki's allowing us to tank, otherwise we're gonna be goners. I do have his skill at level 8, by the way. I should clarify that. Yuki's defense skill is at level 8, so that's I'm tanking, I think, 30%. So yeah, when it comes to GOJO, I'm just keeping up with the physical attack since Megami is dropping his physical attack. By the way, when you have skill 1 activate for Yuki, apply that onto oh god, Kenjutsu, because Kenjutsu will be always doing the most damage. It's so annoying. So the reason why I used Megami's ultimate there, it was because to get a little bit of chip damage off. I also involved GOJO in here, so that way when it comes to ulting, I know I can guarantee myself 1 Oko. So at this very moment, I'm comfortable. I think I did an ultimate from Yuki here because I was considering buffing up the whole team, but then I realized I'm going to go for the RNG play and go for the stun. And luckily it worked out. If you don't get the stun, sorry, you're absolutely screwed. Because the attack after is going to be yeah, everyone dies basically except GOJO. So luckily I got lucky here, got the stun, boom, got myself an extra 160 damage. Get that defense drop leaning into with a GOJO attack, so right there did 300k damage, so that's something you want to capitalize on. And then straight after doing the ultimate, I'm maximizing the defense up for my whole squad. One thing with Megami, when you've got 2 turns left on GOJO, spread the defense drop. So I'm dropping one enemy's defense, and then on the next turn I can drop the other enemy's defense. So that way when I do the ultimate for GOJO, I'm maximizing the damage output for both characters. So there's that damage taken increase. Oh, sorry, not deep. Well, technically it's the similar thing. It's fine. So with Yaga and Yuki dying, that's completely fine because that actually helps me out a lot in terms of maximizing my buff, because I've still got Yaga's buffs being applied, and that way I can maximize and get Momo's buffs in. So this actually works out pretty nicely. So damage dropped, or damage increase taken, sorry, god damn it, I always get it wrong. Anyway, comes in with GOJO's ultimate, 2.9k, 4 point, well, that was 4 million plus damage, there you go. And that wasn't enough to one shot. So that tells you more than enough on how much health this mother trucker has. So that's why you want to make sure that when it comes to doing majority of your damage is going to be towards Aesor, of course. And so now we're in a situation where I'm looking at their health, I'm looking at the characters, and I'm just like, am I going to be able to actually, because if 4 million plus wasn't enough to Oko him, like how much more health does he have? But this is why Momo is such a great character, because she's a hinderer. She's got a lot of stuns going for her. And obviously when Megami applies his ultimate, I can also avoid damage. So I've got a lot of things in place. Oh, I should also mention, yeah, Momo has evasion. So I've got a lot of things in place for both of these characters to avoid taking damage. So that's something that you want to capitalize and maximize on. Megami will be your biggest hitter. He can also stun too. So this is what I mean in terms of both of these characters actually being picture perfect, being my last 2 surviving characters with all the defense play that they have to avoid damage. So I got lucky here, I'm not gonna lie. And again, when it comes to this final boss fight, RNG, a lot of RNG needs to be played here. So we got the stun, going here again, getting some good damage off. This is the ultimate. This would have 100% OK'd me. Luckily I dodged. Momo somehow ate that up. I don't even know how, but okay. Momo doing her thing. And then of course we're going back into it, getting a little bit of chip damage off. I'm looking at that health. I'm just like, if Momo can survive this, then I'm good. And lo and behold, she did the ultimate, which I thought was going to be the ender, but apparently not. I was hoping for a stun here, but I wasn't that lucky. But Megami came in and cleaned it up, and ladies and gentlemen, done. Didn't get all the challenge mission done, I don't care. The fact that I just wanted to do it to see if I can do it, oh my god. But anyway guys, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. So that's kind of how I did it. I mean, I've got a slightly OP free-to-play team, I'm not going to lie. And thankfully I had resources at the ready to build up these 2 characters, so yeah, hopefully they don't drop anyone soon. Well then again, Tokusaki is dropping in 2 days time, which I'm not going to be summoning for, so it is what it is. But yeah, it is a tough fight, but I'm not really seeing any big incentive. I mean, 150 cubes, really? You couldn't just put, I don't know, 100 on each? 150? A bit stingy, but hey, it is what it is.